Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful village nestled on the edge of a dense and mystical forest, there lived two unlikely heroes, the white humanoid cat in a pink suit with a white scarf, and the orange humanoid cat in a maroon suit with a yellow scarf. These cats, although quite different in appearance and personality, were known throughout the village for their kindness and willingness to help others. The village was a quiet place, where everyone knew each other, and life was simple. But there was one thing troubling the villagers: a devastating drought had dried up their crops, and the river that once nourished the land had disappeared. The farmers and villagers had tried everything, but nothing seemed to work. One fateful evening, the village elder gathered the townspeople around the great oak tree and told them a tale passed down through generations. It was a story of an ancient, magical bell hidden deep within the heart of the Whispering Woods. The bell had the power to grant a single wish to anyone who could find it. But there was a catch: the bell would only reveal itself to those with pure hearts. The elder explained that the forest was enchanted, and only those who truly believed in the magic of kindness could uncover its secrets. The white and orange humanoid cats, inspired by the elder's words, decided that they would embark on a quest to find the bell. They didn't seek wealth or fame, but rather, they hoped to use its magic to restore the water to their village. The two friends packed their belongings and set off on their journey, their hearts filled with hope. As they entered the forest, the trees towered above them, their leaves shimmering like gold in the soft light. The air was thick with magic, and strange creatures flitted through the underbrush. They knew this adventure would be like no other. The deeper the white and orange humanoid cats ventured into the Whispering Woods, the more enchanting and mysterious the forest became. The trees grew closer together, their branches creating a canopy that blocked out the sun, casting the forest floor in soft, dappled shadows. Strange flowers, glowing with an ethereal light, bloomed in the undergrowth, and birds that spoke in riddles flew overhead. As they walked through a clearing, the cats heard the sound of bickering. They followed the noise and discovered a group of squirrels squabbling over a pile of acorns. The squirrels were small and agile, but they seemed to be arguing over who would get the largest acorn. Their tiny voices grew louder, and their bushy tails twitched with anger. The orange humanoid cat, who had always been calm and patient, stepped forward first. He looked at the squirrels and said, "Why are you fighting? There are enough acorns for everyone. Why don't you share them?" The squirrels looked up at him suspiciously. "Why should we listen to you, cat?" one of them snapped. "You're just a cat in a fancy suit." The white humanoid cat, always the diplomatic one, smiled gently. "It's not about suits or who's the biggest. It's about kindness. We can all share and still be happy." After a few moments of hesitation, the squirrels grudgingly agreed. The cats helped them divide the acorns evenly. The squirrels, though reluctant at first, slowly realized that sharing made everyone happier. They stopped arguing and began to laugh, the tension between them dissolving. As the cats continued on their journey, they felt a deep sense of satisfaction. They had passed their first test, showing kindness in the face of greed. They knew that their adventure had only just begun, but their hearts felt lighter, knowing that their simple act of kindness had made a difference. The forest grew darker as the cats ventured deeper into the heart of the Whispering Woods. The trees became ancient and towering, their bark twisted and gnarled, and the air was thick with the scent of moss and earth. The path became more difficult to follow, and soon, the cats found themselves standing before a towering stone archway. The air grew still, and they could feel a strange energy pulsing from the forest around them. A voice boomed from the shadows. "Who dares to enter the sacred grounds of the Whispering Woods?" The white humanoid cat stepped forward with determination. "We seek the magical bell that can grant a wish. Our village is suffering, and we wish to restore the water to our crops." A figure emerged from the shadows, an ancient owl, its feathers shimmering with silver and its eyes glowing like twin orbs of light. The owl was the guardian of the bell, and it regarded the cats with a piercing gaze. "You are brave to enter these woods, but the bell is not so easily claimed," the owl said. "To prove your worth, you must complete 3 tasks. The first is to show kindness to the creatures of this forest. The second is to face your deepest fears with courage. And the third is to show selflessness by letting go of your desires for the greater good. The cats nodded in agreement, ready to face the trials ahead. They knew the road would be difficult, but their hearts were strong, and their mission was clear. The first task led the white and orange humanoid cats to a clearing, where they found a small deer trapped under a fallen tree. The deer's leg was pinned, and it was unable to move. The cats could hear its soft cries of pain. Without hesitation, the white humanoid cat knelt beside the deer and gently lifted the tree off its leg. The orange humanoid cat spoke softly to the frightened creature, calming it with soothing words. The deer, though initially startled, soon realized that the cats meant no harm. "Thank you for your kindness," the deer said, its voice trembling. "I thought I would be trapped here forever." The orange humanoid cat smiled. "Kindness is what makes us stronger. You don't have to face your struggles alone." As the deer walked away, its leg healed by the cat's care, the owl's voice echoed through the trees. "Your kindness has been proven. You may continue to the next trial." The cats felt proud but knew that the journey ahead would test them even further. The second trial was the most daunting. The cats reached a dark, foreboding cave where a loud growling sound echoed from within. The entrance was guarded by a massive wolf with fur as black as night and eyes that glowed like embers. The wolf snarled, its sharp teeth glistening in the dim light. "You will not pass without facing me," the wolf growled. "Prove your courage, or turn back." The white humanoid cat stepped forward, unafraid. "We do not seek to fight you, but to help our village. We face danger every day, but we do not run from it." The orange humanoid cat added, "We believe in peace, but we will not turn away from those who need help." The wolf, sensing their pure hearts and unwavering courage, stepped aside. "You have proven your bravery. Go forward." The cats passed the wolf and continued deeper into the cave. The path ahead was dark, but their courage guided them through the shadows. The final trial was the most difficult. The cats entered a beautiful garden, where the magical bell rested on a pedestal surrounded by glowing flowers. The bell shimmered with golden light, and its power was palpable in the air. But as they approached the bell, they realized that only one of them could touch it. The white humanoid cat turned to the orange humanoid cat. "You should make the wish. You've always been the one to bring peace to others." But the orange humanoid cat shook his head. "No, it should be you. Your kindness is what brought us here. You've always believed in the power of helping others." The two cats stood in silence for a moment, realizing the true meaning of the task. They had to show that they valued each other more than the wish itself. Finally, the orange humanoid cat spoke again. "Let's make the wish together, for the good of everyone." As they both touched the bell, a brilliant light enveloped them, and the bell vanished, leaving behind a magnificent tree that began to bloom in the center of the garden. When the cats returned to their village, they found that the once dry river had been replenished with fresh water. Crops began to grow again, and the village flourished. The magical tree in the garden continued to bloom, its fruit bringing nourishment to the land. The cats shared their story with the villagers, teaching them the true power of kindness, courage, and selflessness. The village became a place where kindness was the foundation of every action, and everyone worked together for the greater good. The white and orange humanoid cats smiled, knowing that their journey had not only saved their village but had also taught a lesson that would be remembered for generations. True magic lies not in wishes or power, but in the kindness we show to others.